This is Daniel Sinclair, and I'm in the creative studio of Green Room 97, which is located at 2997 East Fifth Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. We're here with Green Room's founder and our producer of today's show, and that's Larry Hawkins Jr. And this is our 6th episode of Voices of Inspiration. I want to put a shout out to all of our supporters. If you think we're heading in the right direction, hit that like button for us. And if you plan to stay with us throughout the duration of our journey, hit the subscribe button. Of course, tell your friends and relatives about Voices of Inspiration. And the good news is, of course, is that God loves us all.
Yes.
Okay, and we're very fortunate to have a very special guest in our studio today.
Sir.
A young man that's really, really, really special. Timothy Wilson.
Yes, sir.
All right. And came to Columbus from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Yep.
In 2016, I think you told me, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little about yourself and your family.
Well, I came from Elizabeth, New Jersey to Columbus, Ohio in 2016. My wife landed a job at Ohio State University, and we transitioned out here. And as we transitioned out here, I had to start all over though.
Yeah.
I ain't have a job, so I had found a job at a warehouse, and I started getting everything back on track, getting everything together, and I got a chance to get me a motorcycle, and I think August for my birthday, I think it was August 20th, something around there. My birthday is the 21st, but somewhere around that area, I had got me a bike.
Okay, had you ridden a bike before?
Yeah, I've been riding bikes all my life. I done fell plenty of times, and
Okay.
you know, so I had got this bike. It was my birthday present from my wife, and I had to go to New Jersey to get it. I got it, came back with it. Actually, when I first got the bike, I should have got the first sign when I first got it. When I first got it, it was like a week or two. I never told nobody this, but I think like a week or two after I got the bike, I like to do wheelies and stuff. So I did this wheelie, and where I did the wheelie at, it was a pothole right there. So at the same time, when I popped the bike up, the back wood went and it flew up in the air, and it came down like this, boom. I didn't actually get hurt, but I tore the bike up.
Oh, you tore the bike up after?
So I think that was a sign for me to put the bike down, but I fixed it.
Okay.
Fixed it all over again. I got it back before sometime in September, and I had it for a little bit, and by September 15th is my mother's birthday. Rest in peace to my mother. I always celebrate my mother's birthday, fly balloons up and all that. So we were supposed to be going to a park, and it had to be like 10 o'clock at night, something like that, probably a little earlier. I was going down James Road, and I stopped at the light on James Road and Winchester Pike.
James Road, Winchester Pike.
And I made the right arrow turn come on first to tell you to turn instead of all the lights come. So when I made that turn, I just, if you ride motorcycles, you're in first gear. So I'm in first gear and I just ride, and it just happened to look up. And when I looked up, it was just, it haunts me now to this day. It was just these two headlights just coming straight at me. And I didn't know what to do. It was too late, I guess. It haunts me now because I wish I would have jumped over the car or would have slid the bike or something like that. But we went head up. I went over the car. I slid down the street for a minute, and I landed like this. When I stopped rolling, I was like this, and I seen the bone hanging out my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was hanging out my arm, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. I fell on bikes before, so I'm trying to get up, but at the same time, I couldn't get up. I couldn't never realize why I couldn't get up. And this lady that was in traffic, she came, sweetheart, do you need me to call somebody? I said, yes, please, could you call his number? But when she got a chance to stand on top of me, she just went crazy, berserk, like, oh. So I kind of figured something was wrong, but I still never knew my leg was off. I never, like, I seen plenty of people have accidents. I never seen nobody lose a limb or nothing like that. And at the same time, in the midst of the accident,
Okay, when you're saying about your leg, what happened? You couldn't feel your leg?
I
or
never felt it.
You never felt it
Never
at all?
felt it or never seen it. No pain. It was nothing.
Okay.
It was just like I seen my arm.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I ride motorcycles so bad. I was trying to get up to make sure my bike was all right. I wasn't even like
right.
So in the midst of the traffic, thank God, it was a off-duty police officer.
Okay.
And she got out her car to run down there to see what the traffic was. When she got down there, I was laying down there bleeding to death. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here today. She had a tourniquet on her hip. So, I know God put her in the right place at the right time.
Did you get her name?
I got her name, I got a number, I got pictures with her. So she come see me every September 15th, the day of the accident.
And
what's
your name?
Officer Petruccio.
Okay.
It's actually two of them, because when she ran down there, and she seen me, she radioed in. It was another cop in traffic, in the same traffic. I guess Winchester Pike is the police station right there, I think, on there. So he was in traffic too. He runs out and assists us. So it was two officers. And they start asking me questions and all that, just to keep me alive. So my adrenaline and stuff like that. And next thing you know, the ambulance came and I was in the hospital. They put the mask over my face and boom. I ain't wake up till like 5 days later, because they said my left arm was supposed to be amputated.
Oh boy.
But the debris from sliding was all in there, the rocks, the dirt, all that. So they had to keep me sedated to clean my arm out.
Oh, I'm sure.
So my fingers and stuff don't work.
Yeah. So as far as it go.
So like I can't hold nothing with these.
Really
with these.
Yeah,
not with these ones. These two just.
Okay.
But
it's still there.
And when I woke up, when I first woke up, something said, look down. I'm laying in the bed. I look down and I see my foot, but I don't see nothing over there. And it was like, and my wife was like, your leg is off. And I think that was the kind of like the worst thing in the world. Like, I still to this day don't even really know how to it still ain't really set in yet, really, because and then it's just, I'm confused about it. It still hurt right now to this day.
Well, you're still here, right? The leg is not here, but you're still here. Okay, so I don't want to sound cold-blooded or anything, but that's just the way it is now. So one has to go, which you've done. You realize that you have to just keep going forward now. Yes. So you have one less leg.
Yep.
Now what? Okay, now what?
I had to catch a breather because it was breaking me down a little bit.
I know.
When I realized
for you.
When I realized I had that one leg, I'm like, what? And mind you, I meant to tell y'all, my wife just had my son. So he was like, he was a month or 2 months, but he was June. He was born in June. I lost my leg in September. June, July, August, September. So he was 3 months. So now when I lost my leg off, this wrapped up, and I had a rotatory cuff injury. So I wasn't even allowed to hold my son and nothing like that. I ain't even had the strength to hold him. But one day, my family from New Jersey came to see me, and I just remember this day like it wasn't nothing. They came to see me. We had a good time, and before they left to go back to New Jersey, two of my cousins just stood in the room, and they just was like, "We about to we love you, cuz we leaving," and I just want to say this: what you gonna do next?
Yeah, right.
And they hugged me, and they left. I laid in the bed, and it was like, what is you gonna do next? I gotta get up for my kids. I gotta get up. And you know what? Let me just say this real quick. Before I lost my leg, one of my friends lost his leg that I ride with in New Jersey, like 3 months before me, right?
Yeah.
And so when he found out I lost my leg, there's something that sticks to me right now that he always keep telling me. So he told me that we was chosen. So I runs with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they said God only sent his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers, though. So I guess I'm one of them.
Without a doubt.
So from then on, I've been like, once he told me that, like he told my got in contact with my sister, because my sister got in contact with him, was like, yeah, you know, he lost his leg. I need to talk to him. So when we talk, that's what he said, right? And if I call him right now, he don't even talk about the situation. You start complaining about the leg and something like that, there's only this gonna come out his mouth. We was chosen. Like I call him sometimes when I'm feeling in my little stage, and that's what he say to me. And then, ever since he said that, I was like, what? I'm chosen. I'm one of the strong ones. So I jumped up, and
that's wonderful.
These two nurses came in after that, and I asked them, I said, please, could y'all help me stand up? And they helped me stand up. They go one arm, one hold down, stood up. And when I stood up, I got a picture of that too. That picture looked crazy because I didn't know what to think. My face was, and I just asked them, like, so what do I get to make me stand up? They told me about the prosthetic leg. Then I guess they contact people. I never knew nobody with a missing limb, so I never knew nothing about prosthetic and nothing like that.
Okay.
So they sent people there, you know, do the measuring, got the leg and all that. But once I got fitted for my leg, and I got my leg, once I got my leg, I was already motioned to I'm getting up, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I don't sit down to this day because I kind of figure if I stop, if I take my leg off, because when I take my leg off, I don't like moving around no more. So I figure if I stop moving, I'm a fall into the state that I don't want to fall in.
Yeah.
So I've been moving ever since. So from then I've been playing. I play wheelchair softball. I play soccer, amputee soccer. I actually got a support group called the Bionic Limb Loss Support Group. I'm actually a coach, a 7 youth football coach.
Wow, isn't that something?
And
can you imagine that?
And I kind of say I thank God every day because I told somebody this before, and it might seem weird, but losing my leg, it all falls back to I was chosen, because my life is kind of like great. Yeah. My life kind of like got a little better than it was before I lost my leg.
Yeah. So you lost your leg. You lost your leg, but you learned. You gained new life.
Yeah, I gained new life.
Yeah, new life. You know, which is God chose you.
Chose me. And I think he chose me to so I could open up this group and help others. I didn't never know nobody, like I keep saying, I never knew nobody amputated. So I used to start going to groups out of Ohio to figure it out. And then I had started my own group.
Okay, let's back up a little bit.
Let's
back up just a little bit. When you after you rehab, you start looking for a group, or how did you happen to hear of such a group?
All right. Matter of fact, you're right. Let's back up because when I was rehabbing, I had multiple other surgeries. I
Mm,
had to get my arm fixed, and then I had to get my rotatory cup fixed.
mm,
And at the same time, when it was healing up, they had to go back into this arm and do something to this arm. It was my I got metal rods in here,
yeah.
so they had to go back in it because one of the rods broke. So they had to open it back up. So I did have multiple surgeries and stuff in the midst of the rehab. My therapist that I had to go to therapist with, she became my best friend. Because when I was going to therapy, I would go in there and walk, and you would figure out like after I leave therapy, you only give me therapy 2 times a day. What am I supposed to do after that?
Mm,
So then I started looking around, like what's going on? What we supposed to? How we supposed to know about it? And one day I was in this, I think it was a prosthetic company, and I seen this card on the table, and it had a group name on it, and it was called Amps for Ohio. It was a group that they had in Ohio before, but at the time that my leg got off, she was in the midst of letting it go. I had got a chance to meet her and stuff, and she actually helped me get certified to be a peer visitor. So certified peer visitor is if anybody in the state of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, about to lose their leg, um, I'm allowed. They will call me. Oh, they will call me, and I will go to the hospital or wherever they at therapy, and I will come in there and I will get them some inspiration, some motivation, let them see me with a prosthetic on, let them know that there is life after amputation, and
fantastic. What was the name of the group?
Amps for Ohio.
Amps for Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she helped me, mentored me a little bit. And I just said one day I had a cookout and I had posted it on Facebook, but I said it's for amputees. And but it was actually my family there. And I had a piece of paper to sign in when like to sign your name and your address, your email and all that. At the cookout, like 20 amputees came. So I had all the information, and that right there made me like go home. I'm like, you know what? I'm starting this group. I'm starting a group. When I went to therapy the next day, I told my therapist I was starting a group, and she helped me with a consultation room. I got the one of the biggest consultation rooms at Martha Morehouse. At first we were small. It was just
Where is it again?
at Martha Morehouse.
Martha Morehouse.
That's actually the where you go for therapy at. So that was kind of a plus. They gave me a conference room and a place where you have therapy at. So if you go into therapy, you can actually make it to the meeting.
Okay.
So that's what made it.
Is it therapy from a hospital?
Ohio State.
It's all Ohio
yeah.
State. So this is Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's up on Neal Avenue or something. Were you up that way?
Kenny with Martha
Or
Morehouse
Kenny-
on Kenny Road.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now they got us at 1800 Zilligan Road because Martha Morehouse is getting renewed.
Okay.
So I think that's Kenny Road, I think. So but they're gonna actually send us back there. But anyway, let me get back to
in the room. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
So when I told my therapist that she got me a room in Ohio State, Martha Morehouse, to start the meeting, they actually gave me where they eat lunch at, this little room that they had, because it was only like 2 amputees coming. We was like 2 or 3 strong for like 4 or 5 months, something like that, 3 months.
Okay.
And then I just closed my eyes and
Were
went
you
to
putting it on the internet or anywhere? How were you trying to?
I was posted it on Facebook page. I was posted it on Facebook, Instagram. I actually made a Facebook page just for it. And I just one of my meetings I went to, and it was like I thought I was in the wrong place. I went in there and it was like 30 people in there.
30
like,
people
what?
waiting for you. Yeah.
You know, you would receive 3 people, then 4, then 5, then 6. It was just like 3 and then 30.
It took the word.
It was like, what? And now every day is like, it's getting bigger and bigger every day. It's like, it's sad to say that a lot of people losing their limbs, But I do also want to know that, not to get off track real quick, but I do also want to let people know that when you do lose your limb, there is life after losing your limb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to give up.
Mm-hmm. You sound like you're a very spiritual person. So, do you think your spirituality helps see you through the situation?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I do. I really do, because at first, everybody had a time when they ain't, not saying that they not believing, but I ain't praying. I'm just riding my bike and I'm just having a good time. And then it was just like, yo, you could have died.
Yes. You
I
were
died. If
close to
you
death.
they got the paperwork, they got my actual the story.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that if the lady wasn't there at the time that she was there, I would have died.
Mm-hmm.
I would have bled out.
Yeah.
So it was like, hold on. After that, it's just like, oh my God, please thank you. It's everywhere. Everything I do.
Yeah.
It's even like now when we go to New Jersey, I tap on the top of the car and I pray real quick. Let us have a safe trip. And then it's like everything.
It's very humbling.
Everything now.
Very humbling. Without a doubt.
Everything is. And now I got I just just real quick about the praying stuff. So we just implicated it in my kids' football, before every game. When we in the huddle, I let one of the kids say a prayer before the game. So I'm
How
trying
old are the kids?
They 7, 5. Well, I got my youngest is 4, so I got 7 youth, but I'm allowed to take 5, 6, and 7. If I get a 4-year-old, I let him dress up just to stand on the side of the field, just to get a little.
Right.
But I got 5, 6, and 7. They could play.
So your presence is inspiring and teaching the young kids, along with inspiring those who have lost their limbs. You're talking about the next generation, teaching the next generation.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that? Yeah.
It actually feels good though. I think that's what helps motivate me and keep me going though. I go to sleep thinking about what God put in front of me, what I'm gonna come up with next. And it's crazy because I kind of really feel chosen, because it's like I go into my meetings. It's a few times I go to my meeting and it's just like, oh, what I'm gonna talk about? Because I had it. We 3 years strong now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I thought I talked about everything, but it's just like every time I get there, he opened the door for me to have something to talk about. Every time I get there, I might not have no agenda or nothing when I walk through the door of the meeting, but when I got in there, like, whoa.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, I really be feeling like I'm chosen. I don't want to be feeling like they think, they be like, Coach Bionic, like I'm Superman. What happened? Your robot gave you that leg? I'll be like, yeah.
So do the organization to see Bionic, right? Let me see, Bionic Limb Loss Support Group. Okay, I got it. Do they have interaction with other support groups in other cities, or do you have that going on yet, or are you pretty much in town?
Actually, I do. Well, me and my group ourselves, we go to other groups on our own. Like we might set a trip up and go on our own. There's another meeting in the next town over, I think, and every now and then we'll like carpool and go to it ourselves. But actually, my two actual sponsors that I got, Hanger and Ohio State. Well, Ohio State, they supply the conference room, and if I need a doctor or if I'm trying to get somebody to come and give us some resources or something like that, they help me get somebody like that. And I like to give a shout out to Hanger because they actually fund the things that we be doing. We go to baseball games, basketball games. Like they give us tickets to the fair. They do a lot of stuff for us.
Okay, you want to give the social information?
Oh yeah, you can find. Let me see. You can find the Bionic Limb Loss Support Group on Facebook. Bionic is on Facebook. Bionic Limb Loss Support Group, And on Instagram is like September 15th Amp Life. You don't spell the whole September out. It's SEPT 15th Amp Life on Instagram. And Bionic Limb Loss Support Group on Facebook.
Okay, very good.
And if you could get in closely, if you can't make it to the meeting, we got that. You can scan that and get on the computer or your phone, and you can tune in. And we ask you, is you okay, and talk to you like we supposed to.
Okay, when are your meetings again?
It's every second Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
Every second Wednesday of the month.
Oh, and what time is it from when to when?
6 is from 6 to 8.
At
It say 6:30 up there, but we pushed it back to 6 to 8 because it be going down in there. We do there's a lot of and I do want to say everything that's talked in the room is
confidential.
Confidential. Everything is in the room is confidential. So
Yeah.
we only take pictures and stuff if you allow it. But everything that you talk about in our group is confidential.
Okay. So, Tim, what is your overall message to someone who's lost a limb? You started down that road one time. What message you really want to get out here?
Well, I just want to get out that no matter what get thrown at you or put in front of you, it's always light in the dark. Always light. And I just want to let everybody know that you can overpower anything if you put your mind to it. And
Well, hey, you've been like I say, I knew today was going to be special anyway, because you really are, you're a special guy, and I think that you're going to touch an awful lot of people just because you have that outgoing personality. There's something about you that one can see, obviously, you know. And I thank you. We certainly appreciate your time here, taking your time out to be with us on Voices with Inspiration. All right.
no,
And again, to our folks, our viewers, be sure to like us, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to tell your friends and relatives about us. And again, I like to say this, I'm enjoying saying this: God loves everybody. Thank you. All right, be sure to stay with us. Our next guest is Tim Wilson, who lost his leg in a motorcycle accident. But he has a tale of recovery that you don't want to miss. Yeah, our next guest on Voices of Inspiration, we have a very special person, Tim Wilson, who lost his leg in a motorcycle accident. And his story of recovery is something very special. You don't want to miss it.
Hey, everybody. I'm Tim Wilson, the founder of the Bionic Limb Loss Support Group. Be sure to check my up-and-coming video out on Voices of Inspiration. Hit that like button.
This is Daniel Sinclair. I'm in the creative studio of Green Room 97.
Hey, everybody. This is Tim Wilson. I'm in Green Room 97.